Hi there, I'm glad to have you for another video. This one is going to be a little bit different. I have gotten some requests for a video based on the dimensions for the boxes in the Recollections Vertical. So I'm going to go ahead and attempt to do that to the best of my ability to explain it so in a way that you guys can understand it and hopefully make your own stickers for your planners. So I do, like I said, have the Recollections Vertical, but I'm gonna go ahead and talk about the monthly view real quick. For the Recollections Vertical, the monthly view starts on your left page, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and then you have Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday on your right page. Whereas the Recollections Horizontal actually has it laid out just like an Erin Condren. So if you purchase a monthly view kit from Etsy or you want to make your own, it depends on how you want to do it. If you want to have your sidebar start here and you know, have your stickers for whatever it is that you need that you're going to make, and you don't want it to be as long as this, then you're obviously going to need to measure this side. That's a little hard because there's 3 different ways you could do that. You could just do the top without the days of the week, and you could either just have it this long or this entire length, and then have your sidebar start down here. You could have it include the days of the week if you're going to include it. And then as an example, I have flipped over to November. November starts on a Wednesday, so you could also do, you know, the top with the days of the week and artwork. Some people split it to this and then do a separate sticker that joins here. I've done it before where, let me see, did I do it for July? Yes, I did do it for July, whereas you can see here as an example, ignore all the crappy writing. I did the top with the days of the week and the bottom that was not part of that month since it did start on a Saturday. And then I did my sidebar. So it just depends on how you want to do it. Now, the measurements are a little bit hard. I'm gonna have to read my notes here, so give me a second. Okay, so in order not to confuse anyone or give wrong measurements, I'm not gonna try and do, like, you know, the top bar with the days of the week and this. I think what I'm gonna try and do is give you guys at least the dimension for the top bar on this side, and then if you decide you just wanna do the top bar, you know, for your left and right page all the way across, it's easier because it's the same measurement on both sides. So I think I wrote that down, but I'm not 100% sure. So what I'm gonna do is also probably just start talking about the days of the week, which are the same measurement for both the Recollections Vertical and Horizontal. So if you want to do a day box, the measurement, and these are all also measurements in the Silhouette Studio. I don't know how Cricut software works, but if you wanted to do a day box in your Silhouette software, your width of your box is going to be 1.563, and then your height is going to be 1.350. So that is for each individual box in case you wanted to do some decorative boxes along with your kit if you're making stickers and things like that. I also usually try and make like a little red box to cut out, I also usually try and make a little box to cut out the date if I want the date to show. And then if I'm not doing decorative boxes for the days, then I might do flags for the days like I did here. Instead of doing decorative boxes for October, I just did little date flags. Okay, so I think I got it because I tried checking on my computer with my different stickers that I've made, and they all have different like sizing. So what I did is I grabbed a ruler that I now cannot find. There it is. I just grabbed this clear ruler and I measured it in inches. And basically I'm having a brain fart, guys. So basically one of these, 1/16, that's what I'm trying to say. 1/16 of an inch in your Silhouette Studio is going to be 0.0625. So in order to get the measurement for the width of a day box in the monthly, it was obviously 1 inch, and then you've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. So I just multiplied that, and basically that gives you a width of 1.562 for the one single box of the monthly. And then in height, you get 1.375. So that's how you get the days, in case you wanted to do decorative boxes for your monthly. Then up here for these, basically what I did is I didn't want to give you guys too many different measurements, so I just went ahead and did the same measurement for both sides. So I measured the right side. So your top banner without your days of the week, so just this top part here, is gonna be a width of 6.250 by a height of 1.187. The reason for that is so that you'll have this tiny little bit of white gap. So, you know, it just, for me, it feels like it would help a lot more, and it has. So that's what I did for my October monthly view for the top. See how I left the days of the week alone? That is what came printed on the page. And then I did my goals and my next month and stuff, which I have not done. So yeah, so there's your measurements for your top boxes and for your days of the week. And then obviously if you wanted to make a sticker to cover, you know, the last 3 days of October and the first 2 days of December, then all you would have to do is multiply those measurements I gave you for each day by 3 here, and that would be your 1 sticker for that. And then by 2 here, and that would be your 1 sticker for that. Hopefully that makes sense. So on to a week. So I'm gonna start with, I'm dropping everything, and I'm gonna turn off my phone because the battery's gonna die. So I'm gonna start with the date covers. So I don't know why, but I always mess up my date covers. I do know that the width is always 1.500, which is 1.5 inches. So it doesn't matter if it's for the date cover, for the header, for the sticker, full box, or whatever I'm doing here, that needs to be from one end to the other. For your height, I try and cover from, you know, right at the top of the header to just above it, and then, you know, you can move it up or down since you do have this little gap of white right here. That measurement is what I put was 0.750. So that's your date covers if you wanted to do a box. If you wanted to do something else, like just a heart or something, you'd have to figure that one out on your own, or maybe in the future I can figure it out and then do it myself as well. For your headers, it's obviously the same width, 1.500, and then your height is actually 0.250. Now going on to the full box, if you're going to do a full box, obviously your width again is going to be 1.500, but it's a little bit hard to line these up because you have the dotted lines, at least in the vertical. I don't know about the horizontal. So your height box, so from the bottom of one box to the top of the other, is actually 1.875. That's one I have actually committed to memory because I've been making so many stickers for the last few months for my planner. So I actually know that works. Now your bottom washi, I believe your width can be the same as your monthly, but I am not 100% sure again, so I will double check. And again, all these measurements are measurements that I have done. They may or may not work for everyone. You may have to make them slightly bigger or slightly smaller. So I'm not claiming to say that these are the actual correct measurements, guys. Okay, so do not hold me to it. This is the best that I could do, and you guys have seen me make stickers and place them down. So, and you've seen the mistakes that I've made and things like that. So do not hold me to saying that this is how you do it, because this is how I do it. Okay, so with that said, your left washi box is going to be, it looks like it is, so if you go by the lines, which is what I usually go by, so you're just You're right there. So that is going to be 4.750 width, and then your height, these dots are hard to see in the camera, so I'm leaving just the tiniest bit of white space between the 0 and the dotted line and this line here and the bottom of the page. So that gives me 1.250 of a height. So there's your measurements for the bottom, or there's my measurements for the bottom left washi. And then the measurements that I got for the bottom right page washi is going to be 6.375 in width. And then again, the same as the left page is 1.250 in height. All right, so I think that about covers it for the weeks and the month view. Like I said, it's pretty easy to figure out your height and width if you're going, like, it was easier for me to figure this out. Maybe it's easier for some people to figure it out another way, but each 1/16 of an inch in the Silhouette Studio is 0.0625. So you just have to multiply it by however many 16ths of an inch that you have for anything. Hopefully that helps somebody figure out how to make their own stickers for their planner. If you guys found this video useful, please let me know in the comments below. I welcome constructive criticism. If there was something I didn't explain properly, please let me know also in the comments below, and I will try and explain it better, or maybe do another video as a follow-up if there was something I missed or something, you know, that didn't make sense. So, but please leave constructive criticism, because I will completely ignore rude comments and things like that. Life's too short, and I don't need that in my life with everything else that I've got going on. So I thank you guys very much for your requests. Like I said, I hope this helps. And if you end up making any stickers with the dimensions that I made and you post a video, or you post, you know, on Instagram or anything like that, my information for Instagram will be in the description box below. And please link me so that I can see how you guys made stickers and things, because I would love to see other people's creativity. All right, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.